Dr. Sam Amadi, a fellow of the Society of Project Management and Development Professionals International. What is it for? Can they get a big title? Hmm. Indicated in an interview with Arise Television that the suspension that the Senate gave to Abdul Ningi may not be a big deal for him because he has been in the parliament for 17 years. During the interview, Amadi said the Senate is self-regulating and therefore they have procedures to manage themselves. It is disgraceful to see the fury in terms of interdicting and prosecuting a senator for statements he made that could be reported by the Senate spokesperson. A screenshot of Sam Amadi from a video clip released by Arise TV on their X handle. Regarding his wish, he said, I wish they had shown maybe got some facts wrong. Maybe the other appropriation for some parastatal agencies that have direct appropriation submission to the Senate. The fact that he made those statements may not be true, but it is enough for the Senate to rebut them and for other senators to express anger at the statement, which is normal. He added that even if alleged against the presidency and they have responded, I do not think the spectacle was very useful. Again, it speaks to a form of indolence on what the Senate is missing out on. He said these guys left all the real issues affecting the nation and doubled down on basically making a molehill out of a molehill. At the end of the day, he is suspended. I think he basically wanted to be suspended or he didn't even care. He further added that last night when he came to Arise News and I met him, he sounded like somebody who didn't even care about being suspended. He has been there for 17 years, so a 3-month suspension is not a big deal. On what the Senate would have done, he said, I think the Senate should have issued a statement to basically destroy his claims or allowed their media person to hold a press conference so that fellow senators could castigate him and let this slide. This spectacle didn't even position the Senate in good light. This man, you are just here and there, just going around the corner. He's been there for 70 years, this and this and that. What he said is true, what he said is not true. I don't understand where this man stands. Well, one thing I know is that the more you look, in the Nigerian case, the more you look, the less you see. The less you see, the less you see. Can you listen to yourself? So you don't even see anything on budget padding. What a political jobber. He has overstayed his usefulness. Where was he when they were padding? Only for him to hire consultants to do this. The budget was padded. It has been their tradition. Even your presidency agreed to the padding, but not 3.7 trillion naira, but 2.3 trillion naira. They are all bunch of criminals. They came to the office fraudulent and they are continuing with their normal criminal minds. The man couldn't have made such claims without facts. It is not just Speaker of House is involved, but from his master and slaves. In my opinion, and with what I watched during their session, there was no padding. The budget was 28 trillion, and what happened is that Ningi was shortchanged despite his long years of stay in the Senate, longer than Akpabio. He should have known better as a member of the appropriation committee how the budget is being prepared. He got less for his states and senatorial districts while others got more money. Don't be mistaken, he is not fighting corruption, he is fighting Akpabio and getting him up for a coup. What Akpabio did, he and his gang shortchanged him in project allocation to his senatorial district. It means less money for him and hair must be let loose. This bunch of terrorists in the name of senators will simply collect this money using Proxy as a contractor and do nothing to the people. Imagine someone got 500 billion naira and how much is he thinking of getting in the budget for Ningi. He is bitter, they shortchange him. No. That means just like Tinubu said, the economy is not in distress. They are if food is surplus. Some people don't just want to. They are changing the narrative. Some people don't just want. They want to go and sell the food items in another country, but food is surplus. But they are not seeing it that there are food, but people do not have what it takes to get them, and that is why they are changing the narratives. So because of that, he should be lying and block it like you will be supporting him because he has been there for 17 years. He has no respect for constituted authority, lawbreaker, not a lawmaker. 3 month suspension is just like a 3 days. He is wealthier than the Senate president. He assumed authority for himself. They do the needful. We don't even have anarchy in the country. Budget padding, this is not a new thing in the country budget. It has been happening over the years. So stop complaining that you are suffering. Educated illiterates are talking. By their words, you shall know them. You are expecting a new Nigeria and thought it will come by magic. Budget padding has been there. Just watch yourself because it has been there. Let it continue. And no complain. Like I said, nobody should complain about the suffering or the sufferness that they are going through. Let it just be like that. Nobody should come and complain. No. So guys, let's know what you think about Amadi's position